Archangel Michael says, the air tonight carries more than just wind. There is a pulse, a warning, a silent breath waiting to erupt behind your door. Someone you once knew, someone you trusted, is coming, but this is not a reunion of love. They disappeared from your life once, left behind shadows and silence, yet now they return cloaked in intentions you cannot see. Their name may still be sweet to your ears, but their purpose is masked and bitter. What approaches you is not affection, it is a strategy. Archangel Michael says, midnight is not just another hour tonight, it's a gate. One you must not open, no matter what sound you hear or who calls your name from the other side. This night has been planned in silence for weeks, and the time chosen was no accident. There are those who still believe they have control over you. This person, who once had access to your heart, has now gained access to something else. Information, perhaps your address, maybe even a secret you thought no one else knew. The setup is delicate. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This individual made their return seem accidental. But nothing about this is coincidence. From the timing to the silence, everything was done with care to create false comfort. They may arrive with stories of sorrow or sudden change. They might mention dreams, coincidences, or even divine signs, but they are rehearsed. These aren't messages from heaven, they are scripts prepared with calculation. They know what you loved about them. They know what words can still stir your emotions. But beneath their voice is a whisper meant for your downfall. Archangel Michael says, not everyone who reappears was sent by light. The enemy uses familiar faces when strangers won't work. And tonight, the face you recognize will carry energy you haven't felt before. Type Amen to get blessing 657. You may receive a knock, or a soft buzz on your phone that makes your heart pause. Do not respond emotionally. Respond spiritually. This is not the time to be caught between nostalgia and danger. They want you to act quickly, to answer, to open, to welcome without thinking. But haste is their weapon. Your pause is your power. Keep your lights low and your presence invisible. If they don't see movement, they'll think twice. What they truly seek is a chance to be let in without effort. Even if they say they need help, even if they sound broken, remember what they broke when you trusted them last. Their pain is a key they're using to unlock your gate. Type Amen to get blessing 912. They may be watching your home now. Their car, parked 2 blocks away. Their eyes, hidden behind glass or curtain. You may feel the sensation of being seen, and that feeling is not imagined. Earlier this week, they reached out to someone close to you. Pretending it was all by chance, they asked about you. What they gathered became fuel for tonight. There is one detail that proves their real intent. Something they will say that no loving person would ever know, or repeat. When they speak it, your soul will recognize the alarm. Your pets may act strange tonight. Restless, staring at the door, refusing to sleep. Trust them. Animals feel spiritual shifts before humans do. Type Amen to get blessing 411. They had help planning this. A woman they're connected to, someone whose face you've never seen but who knows yours well. She's the one who advised them how to reach you without causing suspicion. This woman's voice has power over them. She's the one who wants you out of the picture. And what's worse, she knows your weaknesses without ever having met you. The person coming to your door is not alone. Even if they arrive by themselves, they are part of something larger. Something darker. Their energy shifted weeks ago, and they've been walking with the intention to manipulate, not reconnect. Their words may sound soft, but their eyes will reveal their real plan. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They know you're sensitive. That you long for closure. That your heart still holds pieces of the past. But they will use that longing as a weapon. If you answer, you invite not just them, but what they're attached to. The moment you unlock the door, you open more than just a physical entrance. Your ancestors are already guarding the threshold. The air around your home has been stirred because the spirits of protection know what's approaching. Listen for whispers in your intuition. If your gut tells you not to look, not to move, not to open, obey it. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They've already sent energy into your space. Perhaps through a photo, a spoken name, or a cursed thought. That's why you've been restless lately. A mirror may have cracked. A strange dream may have left you shaken. A memory you hadn't thought of in years suddenly returned. That was the start. They will try to touch your past to control your future. But you are not the same as when they left. You've grown in silence and strength. Still, silence can be dangerous if mistaken for readiness. They believe you've been waiting for them, but what you've really been doing is healing. Don't undo that. Type Amen to get blessing 517. There is another message they carry. One that sounds like peace, but is really about power. They want to see if you still bend. You'll hear a phrase that sounds rehearsed, something they never said before. Something that feels out of place. When they say it, that's your proof. They want to regain access to your space. Not because they love you, but because someone else told them it's the only way to break you. The person pulling the strings is far more dangerous than the one knocking. And that person is still hidden. For now. Type Amen to get blessing 762. Don't respond to messages tonight. Don't answer unknown numbers. Don't entertain sudden apologies. This is not the night to entertain kindness from ghosts. Keep salt at your doorstep. Cleanse your mirrors. Whisper your own name 3 times into your pillow. Your spirit needs recognition and grounding. If you feel cold air pass you for no reason, you are not alone. Protection is wrapping around you, but it needs your alertness. Burn a candle if you must. But do not speak their name. Do not manifest their entrance. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They may attempt to use someone else to contact you. An old mutual friend, a family member, even a fake account. Block the channel. Block the noise. You are being watched not just physically, but digitally. The clicks, the time you're online, the things you say. It's being noted. Stay invisible for a while. Let the storm pass outside while you keep the light within. You don't need to confront, you only need to guard. Archangel Michael says, the greatest defense is not shouting at the darkness. It's being so rooted in light that darkness cannot enter. Type Amen to get blessing 993. There is one more sign that will appear before midnight. An unexpected alert. A missed call. A shiver that won't leave. When it comes, take it seriously. The clock is ticking. But fear not. You are not alone in this hour. They tried to erase you from peace, but they didn't know your name was written in protection. Their return is a test, not a gift. Don't unwrap it. Don't let it in. Type Amen to get blessing 604. Someone is praying for you right now. A soul you've never met, who is connected to your lineage. Their protection is active and strong. Every ounce of strength you've poured into healing is now working as your shield. The moment you hear the sound at your door, it will know not to cross. There are angels at your gate. Quiet. Watching. Waiting. And they will intervene if this soul attempts to cross into your sacred space. But your power still matters. Your choice not to open. Your silence will be your salvation tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 101. If you feel emotional, cry. Let the energy move. But do not reach out to them. That's the final trap. The final test. This is not the time to remember the good. It's the time to protect the growth. They left for a reason. And now they return for a darker one. Do not welcome your past when it's holding hands with your downfall. The door is not just physical. The door is energetic. And it must remain shut. Type Amen to get blessing 300. You are not paranoid. You are being warned. You are not imagining signs. You are being alerted. Stay still. Stay aware. Speak only to those you trust fully. And trust your inner knowing more than anything spoken tonight. The night holds a trap. But light holds the answer. Keep the light on inside, not just your home, but your soul. This isn't just another night. It's the night you rise above a familiar poison. And walk away untouched. Type Amen to get blessings 301. Their silence in recent months wasn't healing, it was hunting. They studied your patterns, your vulnerabilities, your silence. They waited for this hour because midnight hides footsteps and disguises motives. The person returning is not just emotionally conflicted, they are spiritually influenced. Something is attached to them, invisible but hungry. If you let them in, you let in more than just a body. Do not touch their hand. Do not let their tears confuse your clarity. Their voice may tremble, but it's their eyes that will reveal the truth. Watch their body language. Watch how they hover near thresholds. They won't walk in unless you open the door, and that's the real power you still hold. Type Amen to get blessing 223. This entire event is part of a bigger web. A group is watching your reaction. A digital trail is being tested to see if you're still reachable through emotions. They want to know if you're still soft in the same places. If you still ache where they used to poke. If your heart will override your wisdom. Archangel Michael says, even in disguise, truth leaves behind residue. You will smell deceit. You will feel their presence like a sudden pressure in the air. They may bring a gift, a token, or a message meant to pierce. But don't accept it. Do not touch objects that feel energetically strange. Type Amen to get blessing 402. Your dreams over the past few nights may have hinted at this return. People you thought you forgot reappeared. Symbols showed up, clocks stopping, hands reaching, doors creaking. These were not coincidences. They were warnings, given ahead of time to prepare you. Your soul has already been briefed. They will mention names you didn't expect. They'll bring up someone close to you. Someone who may have betrayed you behind the scenes. This is a performance. Every word is part of a script rehearsed to see what version of you still exists. But tonight, they won't recognize the power in your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 830. They believe they still have access. But that access has expired. What they're knocking on now is a door covered in divine fire. If you remain quiet, they will retreat. Not out of respect, but out of fear of what protects you. Your ancestors will stir the winds and shut the road behind them. If you light a candle tonight, let it be white or gold. These are protection flames. Place it near your door, and speak no words, just breathe your authority. Their footsteps won't linger long if they sense resistance. Don't feed their spirit. Don't engage in old conversations meant to awaken dead emotions. Type Amen to get blessing 914. Someone else helped them get your location. Check your surroundings, especially recent interactions online or in small talk. A detail slipped somewhere and they caught it. But you are not a victim anymore. You are the storm they never expected. You are not who you were when they vanished. Keep something metallic near your bed tonight, a key, a coin, a charm. Metal grounds and shields. Energy can't linger long where there is iron. If you hear footsteps when there should be silence, breathe slowly. Don't panic. Know that even in invisible battle, light has already circled you. Type Amen to get blessing 389. They will try one last time before the night ends. Maybe not tonight, but within the next few days. They will send a symbol or message through someone unexpected. Don't respond, even if the message appears innocent. They're not looking for closure. They're looking for cracks. You owe them nothing. Not a word, not a door, not a second of attention. Let silence be your full sentence. Your blessings are close. That's why the distraction arrived. Whenever you get close to the door of greatness, darkness knocks harder. Type Amen to get blessing 177. The woman advising them has motives you don't know. She holds resentment rooted in jealousy. She wants to break your focus, so you never rise. You felt this woman's energy before, though you may not know her face. She's the one who triggered past delays. She's the one whispering behind the scenes. But her time is nearly up. Your awareness weakens her power. And your resistance tonight will silence her voice in their ears. There are things this returning person will never admit. Secrets still buried. Conversations held in shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 722. If you let them speak long enough, they will slip. Their lies are built on shaky memories. And your silence will rattle their confidence. Do not argue. Do not try to win. This isn't a debate. It's a spiritual ambush you've already overcome. Do not text. Do not answer calls tonight. Your stillness is louder than their performance. Midnight will pass. And when it does, something in the atmosphere will break. A chain, a tie, a soul cord will be severed. You'll feel it like a weight lifting. Type Amen to get blessing 511. Tomorrow you will wake with sharper clarity. Their name will no longer feel like power. You will walk with renewed protection. You may even cry, but it won't be sadness. It'll be relief. Because your soul remembers every betrayal, even when your heart tries to forget. Tonight, you are not alone. Your angels are close, and Archangel Michael has already taken his post. There's a shield wrapped around your home. No weapon formed in the dark can pierce a spirit held by light. You are surrounded by fire they cannot cross. Type Amen to get blessing 999. One door may remain unlocked in your life, not the physical kind, but a soul connection. After tonight, even that will close. You'll feel a sudden urge to clean, to clear, to purge. Follow it. That's your intuition breaking every residue they tried to leave behind. If their face shows up in your dreams after tonight, speak one word, release. That word will become your sword. This is a transition hour. You are stepping from the memory of them into the miracle of you. Let them be the past, they cannot follow you forward. Type Amen to get blessing 433. Their plan will collapse once they realize you didn't open the door. They will be left alone, with their motives exposed and no place to plant them. Others will start seeing their patterns now. The truth will echo. The same people they tried to convince about you, will now see who they really are. And when the next full moon rises, something they planned will backfire. The seeds of deception are returning to their hands. You may not witness it, but justice will arrive in silence, just as they did. Type Amen to get blessing 121. So tonight, stay grounded. Keep your light gentle and your heart strong. They wanted to stir chaos, but you are now a still sea. The storm passed outside your door. But it could not enter. Because you finally understood, you are not a home for wandering spirits. Archangel Michael says, they will try again in another form, but you will always recognize the energy now. You've been awakened. You've been reborn through awareness. Keep this message safe. Let it serve as your armor. And should you feel fear, just remember, fear knocks only when it knows it can't enter without permission. Type Amen to get blessing 840. Absolutely. Let us continue the next portion of the God message titled, You Didn't Imagine Their Footsteps. That subtle shiver down your spine was real. You felt them before they arrived because your spirit knew they were near. What you felt last night, the tension, the disruption, the silence turning heavy, was a direct result of their presence drawing closer. They attempted to bypass the physical to reach your energy. But they failed to touch what is now sealed in divine protection. You are no longer accessible like you once were. That version of you they knew? It's gone. Now they face the version they never expected to rise from the ashes. You didn't just heal, you evolved. You didn't just survive, you transformed. They will sense it the second they hear nothing from you. Type Amen to get blessing 606. They may pretend to walk away now. But it's not because they've changed their heart. It's because their plan was interrupted by the unseen guards at your gate. Spiritual intervention stepped in the moment you refused to engage. A shift occurred in the atmosphere, and it broke the pathway they thought they had access to. They are now locked out, not by locks, but by frequency. You vibrate higher now. They can't reach what they can't match. And even if they try again, their energy will crumble against your shield. You must remain quiet for the next 24 hours. Don't share dreams, don't post online, don't give access. Silence is your weapon. Type Amen to get blessing 313. A shift has already begun. You may feel a strange peace. That's not ordinary calm, it's a confirmation from above that what was sent to disrupt you has been stopped. The face may have looked familiar. The voice may have stirred memories. But the energy was never the same, and that is what saved you. Even your walls have memory. Your doorway has learned not to let trauma in. The very air around your home has adjusted to reject what does not carry light. Archangel Michael says, there was a plan to break your focus before the new season entered. But your awareness broke the pattern. You have passed the final test. Type Amen to get blessing 888. In the realm of spirit, this night was marked as a battleground. But no blood was shed. Only shadows dissolved. They were sent by someone who knew your weakness, but underestimated your strength. That person is now confused, because their setup didn't unfold as they imagined. They may consult a new spiritual advisor, trying to understand why their ritual failed. But they will not get answers, only resistance. You've become untouchable in ways that terrify them. Your protection does not come from luck. It comes from alignment, obedience, and evolution. You've become invisible to manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 747. You may still see signs, a flicker, a whistle, a sudden silence. These are not warnings anymore, they're signals that your spiritual team is sweeping the area clean. Do not question your decisions. Do not revisit what you resisted. You were right to listen to your hesitation. Soon, they will stop trying. Not because they don't want access, but because their energy can't keep surviving the rejection. Every failed attempt weakens their power. And every boundary you hold creates a ripple that heals past versions of yourself. You are breaking cycles not just for you, but for generations. Type Amen to get blessing 114. They may attempt a final move, a message through someone else, a mysterious number, an apology crafted like poetry. But you'll see through it. Your spirit is sharper now. Remember what they cost you. Not just time, but peace. They shook your sleep and shadowed your laughter. You owe them nothing. Their regret is not your responsibility. Their confusion is not your weight. You are not a caretaker for those who poisoned your roots. Let their absence remain permanent. Let their silence be your shield. You don't need closure from someone who plans to reopen wounds. Type Amen to get blessing 909. A shift in your home's energy is already happening. You'll feel it as a desire to clean, rearrange, or remove certain objects. That's not random, that's your space responding to spiritual activity. Smudge your rooms. Open the windows briefly to let out what no longer belongs. Set intentions before you sleep tonight. Their return was not your downfall, it was your confirmation. That you are strong enough now to recognize tests in disguise. The next time someone returns, it will not be a trap. It will be alignment. But tonight's visitor was neither blessing nor destiny, it was the final temptation. Type Amen to get blessing 455. You are passing through a divine upgrade. That's why the enemy became louder. Because just before the biggest blessings come, the distractions arrive. You are not here to repeat loops. You are here to disrupt every lie that said you'd stay broken. And you have done it. From this moment forward, the energy surrounding you will feel lighter. Your breath will deepen. The ringing in your ears will stop. Because the war is over. This wasn't a reunion, it was a battle. And you won by not responding. Type Amen to get blessing 300. Let yourself rest now. The angels have returned to their posts. The shields are sealed again. Nothing can pass unless your soul opens the way. Even your shadow is healed now. The places they used to touch in you have grown new layers of light. What once bled now glows. You'll receive a new message soon, not from them, but from Spirit. It will be a sign of reward. A sudden blessing. A breakthrough that will arrive like thunder in the silence. You have made room for it. By shutting one door, you've opened another. The right one. Type Amen to get blessing 811. Let them stay outside. Let their footsteps return to the street. Your home, your mind, your soul, these are no longer welcome centers for betrayal. You were tested. Not for punishment, but for preparation. Something bigger is approaching now that the interference has been removed. You will feel it first in your peace. Then in your connections. Then in your finances. The energy that was once drained by the past is now being filled with promise. You are not the same. You are not available for chaos. You are reborn in silence and guarded in light. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Candle. This is your final midnight confirmation. You are no longer someone's secret trap. You are someone's divine miracle. Candle. Let this message stay close. Do not revisit what you just escaped. From now on, when someone returns, make sure they come with light, or they don't come at all.